My family said cookies again until they tasted this Gari coconut and Cerelac cookies. Hey food lovers, welcome back to Cooking with Efya. Today we're baking something special, buttery and also delicious. Soft shortbread cookies with a Ghanaian twist, yes. These cookies are simple to make, melt in your mouth and perfect with a cup of tea or as a snack for the whole family. So grab your apron and let's get started. Alright, so in a mixing bowl, I'll add margarine, soft and at room temperature. I'm using 200 grams of margarine, okay? Mix it gently with a hand mixer or wooden spoon just to make it light and fluffy. This step is very important because it gives out the cookies that soft, crumbly texture that we want. Okay, once the margarine is light, we move on to the next ingredient, which is our sugar. I'm using granulated sugar, but you can use icing sugar if you want it smoother. Then a splash of banana flavor for that sweet aroma and extra depth of flavor. Mix it until everything is nice and well combined. Now while that is going on, I want to also use this opportunity to thank all my returning and new babies right here. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for liking my videos, sharing, and also commenting on my videos, fam. I am very grateful. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so after mixing it very nicely to combine, I'll then go ahead and pour in some Gari. Yes, Gari. It has a beautiful crunch and a Ghanaian feel to the cookies. Give it a good mix. It will look a little bit rough, but don't worry yourself at all. After mixing everything together, it will turn into a soft dough and you're going to love it, trust me. Now this recipe was inspired by my own lovely sister, Taste and Bloom. She's really doing an amazing job on her channel. Kindly do check it out, trust me. I got this Gari inspiration from her and I loved this recipe so much. Do follow her on all social media platforms and you're going to love her recipes as well. Thank you so much. Alright, so let's move forward. Alright, so after adding in the Gari, I'll then sift in some soft flour. You can also use all-purpose flour, okay? I also added in some Cerelac, and trust me, at this point I just didn't know why I was sifting the Cerelac. Charlie, my mind was somewhere. It's okay, but we move. Yeah. So now don't sift your Cerelac. It's not advisable because it doesn't need to be sifted. Alright, so I went ahead to add in some grated coconut and also some milk for that richness. And trust me, after adding everything together, I will gently use my hand to stir everything together very nicely to form a beautiful dough. And one thing I didn't regret adding to this recipe was the coconuts. Trust me, it took this cookies taste to another level, so you just don't need to omit it at all. Trust me on this one. If it's too soft, you can add a bit more flour. If it's too dry, a tiny splash of milk or water will help, okay? Once the dough comes together beautiful like this, we move to the next stage where we're going to wrap the dough in a cling film or cover the bowl and place it in the refrigerator. Let it chill for at least 30 minutes. This helps the dough to firm up and also makes it easier to roll and cut the dough, okay? After chilling the dough, it's time to roll the dough, and so you can also sprinkle a little flour on the surface and roll out the dough gently and you are good to go. So now let's roll it out to get the perfect in size or the perfect size that we're looking for, okay? You can also use any cookies cutter of your choice. And so today I'm going to be using my now favorite cookies cutters. Kindly feel free to use any shape or any cutter that you have. Okay. And at this point, I want to still remind you that subscribing is free. So if you haven't still subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe to my channel and also do turn on the post notification bell so that anytime I upload amazing videos like this, you will be among the first person to be notified. Thank you so much for doing that. Once again, the Gari inspiration was from my own lovely sister Taste and Bloom. I love her recipes so much, so you're going to love her recipes as well. So do check her channel out and do subscribe and follow for more recipes on her channel. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so after everything, this is how it looks. I'm going to bake this on 150 to 160 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes and it should be ready. I also sprinkled a little bit of coconut on this one and trust me, it was my favorite. You can do so as well and you're going to love it. One more thing, if you don't want to use the coconut flakes, kindly feel free to use coconut flour and you are good to go. So after baking the cookies for about 10 to 15 minutes, this is the outcome. Everything turned out really good. Trust me, this biscuit tastes amazing as well. All you have to do is to trust the process and you're going to love it. Now let me also know in the comment section what you think about this super delicious Gari, Cerelac and coconut shortbread cookies, and I'll be glad in the comment section to read all your amazing comments down below. I love to read comments, so don't forget to leave me a comment down below for me to read. So now it's time for us to see the real goodies and this biscuit. It looks very crunchy and trust me, you won't even notice there is Gari in this recipe. You can also blend it if that is what you want and you are good to go. Thank you so much for staying with me up to this point. Do subscribe for more amazing videos. See you in my next upload. Bye.